Hi, today we're going to talk about the client customer selection process. This is a process of filtering the right clients or customers to work with. First of all, you need to brainstorm the various criteria that you need to use to decide the most appropriate clients to work with. In this example, we've got chemistry test, willingness to learn, fun to work with, size of project, strategic importance, paying on time, long-term relationship, and access to CEO. So you need to determine them. And then what you need to do is do a gap analysis. On a scale of -5 being poor and +5 being excellent, what is the chemistry test with your client? And we'll just do some examples here. Willingness to learn, fun to work with, size of project, strategic importance, paying on time, that's very important, long-term relationship, and access to CEO. And ideally you need to get to say +30 or more there, and that's a good way of identifying a good client. You can perhaps pilot this process on your existing clients, and you need to be tough on selection. It's extraordinary the number of businesses that have unsuitable, unworthy clients. And that's just a recipe for failure. If they don't measure up on these or the other criteria that are relevant to you, the risk is business is going to be tough, you're going to find it hard to survive, you'll battle on, but you might eventually fail. So you need to have a filter to filter and determine the right people to work with, do the gap analysis, and you can make your own list. So a good business works with great clients. One topic or area of contention these days is pay on time. It's a situation where clients will often say, or sometimes say, oh look, no, they just won't pay. If your terms are 14 days, they might pay 30 days, that's okay. But if your terms are 30 days and go beyond that, that's unsatisfactory. So you end up with unworthy clients. So you need to have the right sorts of clients, and when you've done this and piloted it on your existing clients, that'll give you an understanding there of sometimes you have to let a client go, and that's okay. No one at any one time can satisfy everyone at one time. That's just not the way the world works. And then when you've got your client or your customer selection process, you can apply that when you have new opportunities to work with new businesses, and you can use these criteria to determine whether or not there is a good fit with you. And if there is, you can take them on as clients, and if they're not, you can perhaps pass on the opportunity, or you might even increase your prices. If you have a business a client that you think will be challenging, put the price up, and if they say, oh, that's too much, we can say, well, okay, we find that's how we have to work, and you can, and if they stay with you, that might be okay, but otherwise they might move on and you don't take them off. So it gives you a mechanism for focusing on the right sorts of clients for your business to be successful. So to summarise, you need to brainstorm the criteria, do a gap analysis as to where you are with them, and you should get up to at least 30. You can make your own list, and of course this whole process is to identify that you have a good business which works with great clients. So that's the client customer selection process which you should use with all your clients.